Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Chainlink, and not so much looking at the Bitcoin valuation that I normally do, but we're going to focus on the US dollar. There's some things on the US dollar that I'd like to bring up, and I don't normally talk about the US dollar, and a lot of viewers like talking about the US dollar, so I thought this was a pretty good opportunity to just share, a video focusing on the US dollar. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So, um, here we have Chainlink against Tether on the Binance chart on the weekly time frame. This blue line here indicates um, we got a blue line indicating here of the 50-week moving average, a moving average that has shown in the past to be a line of support for Chainlink. We see point here, point here of a wick, and currently we're at that area here. Notice that we are below the 50-week moving average, but we would make this statement that it's done that before and quickly rally back up. Now, I don't suspect that Chainlink will move as quick as it has done so in the past, but it is possible. It could take longer. Cycles get longer. Bitcoin obviously being below the 20-week moving average isn't helping. Um, but we have shown in numerous videos in the past that Chainlink against Bitcoin does outperform Bitcoin during periods of Bitcoin being below the 20-week moving average. We suspect that happen again. Um, and so here we are. It's been about maybe roughly 3 weeks of us being below the 50-week moving average for Chainlink. For the previous time, it was also 3 weeks being below the 50-week moving average. So time's ticking if we want to play it exactly, but keep an open mind that it will take a little longer. Some other things to note with the MacD, for example, we have never been this low on the MacD. The signal line, I believe it's a signal line, which is the blue line. Let me just. So not the signal line, but the blue line, we've never been this low, right? The histogram is turning light red. So the idea for, of how we use the MACD is that the histogram does make these curves, right? And oscillates between. And so in theory, we should see this curl back up, insinuating a momentum shift to the upside potentially. However, you can see in the previous one that doesn't necessarily look that pretty. It doesn't have to play out as pretty as, as we hope it might play out to be. So keep that in mind. We can see it kind of curl up and then come back down, curl back up, etc. So keep that in mind. With that said, uh, with the MACD being so low, I would have to expect that there's some kind of momentous swing to the upside. Let's move on to the next indicator here, which would be the RSI, and notice that the RSI is at 43.30 roughly. If we extend the line, you'll notice that we've never been this low since March 16th, 2020, and this is the lowest point Chainlink has ever been on the weekly RSI scale. Okay, with that said, when was this drop? It was actually when Chainlink was at the 50-week moving average. It was around that time. So with that said, this is a pretty opportune time. This is a pretty opportune time. I rarely talk about altcoins during this period going to do well, but if there's any altcoin that's going to do well during it for the circumstances, it's going to be Chainlink. And my money is on Chainlink. It's why I've been accumulating Chainlink. The only altcoin I've been accumulating are one of the two. The other one was Tezos, but Chainlink more so that I was accumulating during this period because I anticipate some kind of move from Chainlink while Bitcoin's below the 20-week moving average. Um, you know, with that said, I'm gonna stack just to give you a visual example of this. If thing will load. Okay. Yeah, TradingView was kind of buggy this morning. I don't know if actually I'm gonna get what I want here. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able to show you folks. I'll show you in the next video if anything. But that's pretty much what I'm looking at, you guys. The MACD hasn't been this low in a long, long time. The RSI hasn't been this low in a very long time. And the last time RSI was this low was a bounce off the 50-week moving average. So keep an eye on Chainlink, keep an eye on Bitcoin, because short-term moves of Bitcoin will affect short-term moves of Chainlink. But I think in the long term, during this period of however many months Bitcoin's below the 20-week, 50-week moving average, or sorry, the 20-week moving average, Chainlink will outperform Bitcoin. And in fact, I think we're going to get what we want or not. No, I don't think so. So, unfortunately, folks, oh, I think it's our lucky day. No, it's too buggy. I think I'm going to call it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.